Alright, we're alive. And the links are out. And 0 viewers. Oh yeah.
Favorite number of viewers.
I like how here it shows both the Bloodlines and the New Generation logos, even though this is clearly the Bloodlines version. Wow, no one's come in yet. Damn. Can't believe it.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just happened before.
You should have released step 1 by now. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, it says I'm watching.
Okay, YouTube says 1 watching now, but Streamlabs says 0.
Streamlabs more like shit labs.
Alright, well, whatever. Start the game already.
Konami. Man, you've played a lot of Konami games so far. They must be your favorite company.
No. The ancestors of the Belmont family are doomed to In 1917, a countess sought to revive the long-dead spirit of the vampire. Her name was Elizabeth Bartley. To revive him, she needed to travel all over Europe, enlisting help from all the powers of darkness. 2 young vampire hunters set out to fulfill their destiny. Push back the evil hordes and drive the vampire back into his dark netherworld. Okay. Now, before I do anything, I need to... So, I need to enter the options menu. Let's see, set 05 is the music. Oh, wait. Set that, and then... '73 is the sound effects. Okay. Okay. That seems to be it. Or, well, actually, let me... I didn't actually look through. Now, this game, I believe, the ending slightly changes depending on your difficulty.
Hello, Alec.
I can't even pick anything above normal. Alright.
Welcome to the stream.
Okay.
There's the card. He's the best one.
I'm playing as John for the first time.
You're boring.
I'll play Eric on my own time.
Not more by the way, is it?
Kind of hard to hear you there.
Nice.
I'm still a little away from my laptop mic. Yeah, I was just checking in.
Bite.
Yeah, it's like Castlevania 1, right?
Oh my god. No, wait, no, he just got. It's like Castlevania 4, he didn't walk in through.
But Red, you're like right outside the castle gate. It's like Castlevania 1.
You know, how many Castlevania games start like this?
None of them. Completely original.
Okay, so. Okay, I don't need to hold up to do this, I don't need to, like, hold diagonal.
No. It is up.
Okay.
You need to hold the button to do the swinging motion, but...
God, get used
also
to
has to be
not
on
having the refined rondo controls. But yeah,
only
this
like
is-
some of them.
yeah.
However, you have a sub-button button.
That's nice. Okay, so stairs work basically the same, except you can't jump or can't drop off, which honestly, it's not a big deal. So, why don't you talk about your experience with this game?
So, I had a Sega Genesis as a kid, alongside some other consoles, because my parents had them before I was born. And amongst those games on Sega Genesis, we had Castlevania Bloodlines. I have vague memories of having seen or played it when I was younger, but it wasn't until after I played Castlevania 1 as a teenager and looked back at our retro game collection and was like, oh shit, I've played Castlevania before, technically. Because I did not realize that that game in my vague memory that I had forgotten about was Castlevania until I had already started trying to get into the series.
Okay. Yeah, as with all the others, first time playing this, this one's a bit more worrisome because for some reason, they, after how many games of having unlimited continues, they're just like, what if, like, if you die too many times, you go back to the beginning? I don't understand why they did that after so many games of getting it right.
Wait, why is that a punishment? The beginning is a great track.
Shut the fuck up. Also, right here is the result of that of what I did in the options. Now, when I fully power up my whip, it plays one of the 3 classic Castlevania tracks, Vampire Killer, Bloody Tears, and Beginning. But it goes away if I get hit like that. Man, with all the, with all the Rondo, Dracula X, and Dracula X Chronicles I've been playing, you know, the, not having the slight movement in the air is probably gonna mess me up a bit. Eyeballs never stop being assholes.
So it's just like Castlevania 1.
Oh my god, they ported Castlevania to Genesis and changed the character for some reason? Oh, jeez. Okay.
Nice, nice.
I don't have the backflip either, goddammit. I like the backflip. And I'm dead.
You can shorten your chain when you're swinging with up and lengthen the chain with down.
Yeah. Fuck you. the boss move where he just... Oh, okay, that actually does hurt. I was gonna say, where he just sits there and howls, let me hit him.
That howl was lovely sounding.
You know, Genesis is not a console I have much experience with. Yeah, I never had one growing up, didn't really know about Sega at the time. Like, I was purely a Nintendo kid, not out of console loyalty or anything, I just didn't know about Sega. I mean, eventually, I learn about, like, Sonic and shit, but, like... Even now, there's not really many, Genesis games I've played. I've played, like, the Sonic games, mostly because you made me. Although I did, play 3 for myself. Although, technically, I don't know if that should count, because I was playing, 3 Air.
I mean, it's still a game from the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, and I guess it does,
And in that case, it actually uses the Genesis ROM, but hey.
Yeah, I was about to say. Okay, asshole. Oh, did that guy respawn? Wait, so aside from the Sonic games, the only Genesis game I played was Gunstar Heroes. Can't think of anything else.
Something that spiked wheel always makes me think it's a hazard and not just, like, a part of the stage design.
It is interesting, after so many Castlevania games, like, on Nintendo, that, now they go for Sega. I mean, obviously Rondo was a PC engine.
I think it just has to do with the difference between the 8-bit and the 16-bit eras. And also, Castlevania 1 was on multiplat.
True. About to say, like, give me that meat.
The red guy demands his meat.
Man, it still says 0 viewers. Jeez. No one cares about Bloodlines. Those guys have a lot less health than other games.
This year I just played Draculax on Super Nintendo. Say, Red, how was Dracula X?
It was, alright. Not as bad as people said, but, not as good as Rondo. This game also does the Rondo holy water.
Important skill to note about the holy water is that if you want it to go down, you push down when throwing it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will go up.
Oh. That was mistimed. Okay, fine. I wanted to kill him by swinging, but whatever. I don't know what the timing for that would be.
Collecting the orb while swinging.
That would have been cool, but... But yeah, as I had mentioned, you know what? I should probably like use this snipping tool to just like look at it, have this off on the side.
Or you could, I guess you could use the save states. Wouldn't that be the same, now that I think about it?
Uh, I wouldn't be doing this if this game, you know, had unlimited continues. Circle of the Moon.
Well,
So, you know, I had mentioned in previous streams that, like, while Super Castlevania 4 for the longest time was considered the favorite, and it was the first one I was willing to try out because of, you know, the controls and such. That now, like, as in before, you know, I started this, you know, marathon, Rondo and this game were the two that I was the most interested in trying. The only reservation I had with this one was, you know, that my one when it continues. But otherwise, it looked to be of a somewhat similar quality to Rondo to me. You know, music's not quite as good. I know Ben would disagree, but
Common Rider says, "Hello, happy spooky week."
hello. Yeah, we're a day before Halloween, so
All Hallows Eve.
right then, I guess don't go that way. Honestly, I don't even remember where I was going with that point.
Something Rondo and Bloodlines most interesting to you, and then soundtrack.
Yeah, soundtrack's not quite as good as Rondo, but it's still pretty good. And you know, it doesn't have like the multiple like paths and such, you know, which, you know, was pretty cool in Rondo. That, you know, that game definitely handled it better than 3 did. But, you know, I think I'm much more interested in playing as Eric than I did with Maria, where, you know, Maria was fun to play as, but, you know, Eric just felt more interesting, where she was just like a destroy everything but don't get hit type of character.
Don't fucking get it.
But yeah, I won't be playing as Eric on stream. I'm just, you know, playing as John. Goddamn birds are still here.
Idiot birds, I can whip diagonal.
Damn bird enemies, they're always the worst.
I'm
Okay,
assuming
I see.
you have found out by now that you can use up and sub-weapon for the stronger attacks.
Yeah, I knew about that.
This guy is very effective at his goal.
Why don't you teleport somewhere else, like higher
A
up?
little higher. Diagonal whip. Weird.
Go even higher. Okay. Yeah, another thing that, you know, piqued my interest about this game in particular is, as I've expressed before, Portrait of Ruin is my favorite Castlevania game. And that is a sequel to this game. Oh my god, these Genesis-ass sound effects.
Yeah. There's a bit of a charm of its own, but it's something.
I mean, yeah, I don't dislike, you know, like that sort of thing, but it's still funny. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
This isn't a good sign if I'm at 0 lives already.
There are continues.
Yeah, but those are just gonna keep going down as I keep playing. Should I go for the axe? I don't know if that would really be any more effective.
That guy can't hit you when you're close like that. With his normal attack, there's other things that can hit you.
Oh boy.
This guy, I believe, struggles to hit differently. Yeah, you want... He has wind up, so you want to, get out of the way.
I'm doing good.
It's harder than Super Castlevania 4.
Yep. I guess I'm using the axe. Game has like a weird thing where you hold the attack button and sort of get an extra hit.
It exists.
That guy's an asshole. This game doesn't have like the 1 and 2 for sub-weapons, does it?
No.
Does it?
The wiki says that the triple attack thing with up and special is the replacement, but I really just think of it as more like a weaker item crash.
Yeah.
Unlike,
Oh, boy, level's still going.
Unlike Rondo, it also doesn't have, you know, like, something that allows you to get the 1 and the 2 and the 3 effectively either. I do think that this game is more broadly impressive than Super Castlevania 4, but it's worth noting this is the tail end of the 16-bit era instead of the start.
Yeah. Oh, these fucking Odysseus. Really?
You also can whip straight down.
No. This is probably not gonna be a very smooth playthrough. So, you've never got past this level, right? Or did you get to the next one?
I don't think I've gotten to the next level after this. I've also not really tried. At least since I was a kid. But I don't know how far I got then.
Oh, what a nice statue. Fuck.
Can't believe it.
I'm just destroying all this shit.
Yes.
Bone pillars are a lot more aggressive than in Rondo. I tried hitting up and attacked it with, god damn it. You know, I still don't know why they changed the arcs to gems in this game.
I don't know. If it was like the first Castlevania game, you'd be like, yeah, no shit, magic gems. But I already got used to the weird shit.
Yeah. Being able to use a sub-weapon while crouched again. Oh, right, I forgot that gave you that.
As soon as you use that sub-weapon, you lose the upgraded whip.
I still have it.
Well, as soon as you use that, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to lose it. Guess not.
I still have both.
I thought it fucking... whatever. Shot.
These guys on a desperation attack, see that? Yeah, I think that's only a Rondo thing. There's nothing to swing off of. No. Alright, well, that was stage 2. Leaning Tower of Pizza. Oh, what? How are you still alive? Oh, okay.
With spit grit and a whole lot of muscle.
Yeah.
They are very friendly with you.
Fucking harpies. At least I think those are harpies.
Harpy? Leaning Tower of Pizza.
Oh. Can the eyes go away? Okay, I see how this. Oh, these guys have like 1 extra health. Personal favorites.
Mega Man Marchek says, personal favorite 16-bit Castlevania game.
I mean, seems cool. I'm not sure if it'll be able to surpass Rondo, though. I think this is like an area where Eric can like go up. Just use his head wrappings as a whip. Oh, okay.
Sweet.
God
Oh,
damn it. Go forward.
you can make the whip longer with down. I don't know.
That's what I did.
Fucking suck, I guess.
I don't have any more continues.
Uh oh. You prepared to start over?
There we go.
Do we?
Ugh. My fucking bone dragon mini boss.
This power is collapsing. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
You broke it.
I didn't break it.
You broke it. This is an international landmark, you idiot.
Fucking American comes to Europe, starts breaking all their shit. Yeah, you know, Castlevania. What the fuck?
Castlevania, what the fuck?
Castlevania, you know, forward, I do all the mode 7 stuff, but then, you know, this game's just like, what if you're inside a collapsing tower?
Here's the part where I remind you, Genesis doesn't have sprite rotation. Dark Cloak 100. Can you believe Joga Conroy is doing Paper Mario again?
I figured that would be a game he would, do again after he, you know, redid, Earthbound. Felt like a type of game he would do again. Just because that was quite a while ago. Am I still in the tower?
Definitely not. Don't worry about it.
What is this place?
Power 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Fucking mummies using their head wrappings. Fucking earthworm gym over here. What, I can't have two axes?
No.
Why not?
What if getting a second of the same sub-weapon replaced the 2 and the 3?
Huh. What's up with all these platforms around the tower?
How tall is the Leaning Tower of Pisa? It's like, I don't think it's that tall.
Oh boy. Doing too good on health here.
Just die.
No. Fuck you.
I mean, your gameplay seemed to agree with me.
You know, I also found it interesting that, Rondo got rid of the whole, whip tiers, and then this game brought it back.
Darkloak100 said, the whip sound effect is kinda annoying.
I mean, it's not the best whip sound, but...
The whip sound effect tier list.
Also, the game generally looks, pretty good, but I don't... What's up with the stare animation?
Also, I don't think they have an up or down animation, it's just one animation.
Yeah.
The NES game was better about that. I wonder how they did the Leaning Tower of Pisa effect. Or effects, plural, in this level. Given the Genesis's lack of a Mode 7 equivalent. Now, probably with different tiles, but that's a lot of unique tiles to have given what I've seen in this level. Maybe they're using, like, sprite scrolling for the tower in the background here, where they just shift the layers over by a pixel or two, given it's only subtle shifting.
Maybe.
I don't think that would work for the tower, or the inside the tower, because I think they were doing a lot more inventive stuff than just shifting in there. I think it was, like, more plausible rotation. The platforms inside of the tower didn't rotate with the rotating tower, which is something Super Metroid actually does in its opening. But...
You know, the normal final boss of, Curse of the Moon reminds me of this place. This fight.
yeah. It's another cool rotation effect.
Yeah.
I better know how they did that one. But, still.
Oh boy. Wow, you're a lot harder to hit with the axe than it seems like it should be. This is, it's not looking too good.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it. No lives, no continues.
Game hard.
Yeah.
You want to start it over just to have more lives by the time you get here? Or...
I mean, if I do that, then, like, I'm not even gonna be able to beat the game for this stream.
I don't know.
Like, I want to beat the game, but, like...
And there it goes.
Oh, God. This is Oh.
Game's not easy.
Why did they get rid of unlimited continues? Like...
I don't know. I've noticed this game is a little too generous with checkpointing. But then they also have this.
Yeah.
Like, when you die, you don't have to redo that much at all. But then, game over with no continues is... Okay, now start the whole game over.
Yeah, like, okay, I'm gonna put in the last password, because I want to... What is this?
You have the blank selected.
Yeah, just a second. Okay. So this will take me back to stage 3. Yeah, and I have 2 live. I don't think there's a way to check my continue count.
I don't know.
If you can find, like, actual, like, codes that, you know, start me with, you know, default lives in the levels, that'd be nice. I know there is technically, or apparently a unlimited lives killed, but it also starts you with like default 9 lives.
There is a 9 lives kill. And that's little. Something.
Which honestly is probably what I'm gonna end up doing when I just play the game for myself.
It sucks because of how this game is designed. Because I find it's not as punishing as I would want it to be for dying, but game overs are ridiculous. Like, part of the appeal and fun of a Castlevania game, you know, is, like, having to learn and deal with the onslaught of a level, and if they just respawn you right where you were, then it's like, well... Then you don't have to deal too much with that now, do they? Now, you could argue that's what game overs are for, but I don't think starting the game over is the appropriate...
You know, why are mummies even here? Ugh.
Welcome to the Leaning Tower Pizza with 1L. I did also find codes if you're curious. Whenever you if you figure out how this works.
Well, I think next game over, you know, use that.
Figure out if you get your continues back or not.
Yeah, I mean, I only start with 2 lives, but hypothetically, it could give me back my continues. But why did that happen? I jumped to the other side. I should have 2 if it gave me them all back, shouldn't I?
I think so.
Yeah, fuck.
You could keep going from here.
Well, yeah, I'll keep going until, you know. You know, I was feeling like, you know, sub-weapon ammo was a little more scarce, but then I realized it's because it doesn't start you with any. Don't only have level 2 whip because the power-ups kept falling.
Climb that stair. You can do it, John. Just remind yourself, Red. If you can't beat this game, Portrait of Ruin will never get made.
No. Yeah, interesting that this game also got rid of, like, the knife and the stopwatch. Not exactly missing the knife. Nor do I really ever use the stopwatch that much, so...
They got rid of the cross!
God damn. You know, the varying angles of the projectiles in addition to the fucking platform moving you all over the place.
Playing TF2, by the way, in the background. Team sucks.
Nice. There we go. In piece of shit. Ugh. Munitions factory. I'll save her just in case. Iron blue intentions.
Soldier skeletons!
Yeah, it's different.
Going to blow you the fuck up!
Threw his head at me.
We have German hand grenades! Nah, just kidding, they're bombs.
Fuck, this is an onslaught of skeletons. Oh,
That's
god damn
the
it.
point, you idiot! We heard a Belmont was coming, or not a big deal. A Morris! Actually, it's kind of a lesser deal.
The fuck you trying to say to me?
Who the fuck is a Morris?
You know, by this point, Drake has already gotten his ass kicked by Quincy Morris.
Quincy who?
Oh.
Morris Schmorris. Sounds like European for bitch to me.
European of American.
American. Fucking awful.
Texas.
Ew. What are you doing in Europe?
Kicking European asses.
I'm a skeleton. I don't really have an ass.
That's a door sound effect. Fucking army skeleton and have a whip sword.
Just killed Jonathan.
Jump.
The skeleton, Jonathan.
Oh.
Get crushed by our pistons. This is a Genesis game after all. You played Sonic. Welcome to the clock tower.
Why is there a clock tower like a damn munitions facility?
They need to be able to tell the time, idiot. He keeps re-killing us.
What's the point of being dead if you can just die again?
There's something really cool about playing TF2 and seeing bots attempting to join the server, and the instant they try to join, they get vac banned. Is VacBit doing its job?
Ghosts go away. Oh, it's fucking Frank.
Why is he so tall?
Like, jeez.
You're not even dick sucking height. Like, that's above your head. Sorry, just I forgot that sucking dick goes over your head.
Wait.
Too complicated for your little Morris brain.
Suck dick? Why would I do that? That doesn't even make sense.
What are you, a homophobe?
Why would I be scared of hopes? I'm a Texan.
Oh dear.
God damn it. Well, I'm gonna need a code.
For, which level?
I think I was 4.
Give me a moment for that. Because I'm yep, no, I'll just die. Level 4. You good? Ready?
Yep.
Cool. First row. Axe, blank, blank, coat of arms. Second row. Jewel, blank, blank, axe. Third row. Jewel, coat of arms, blank, axe. And final row, blank, blank, coat of arms, axe.
Okay.
See if it's any good. Nope, that's Eric Lacard.
And I have 9 lives. Oh boy.
Let's try a different one. I have another website up. Whenever you're, ready.
I guess game reset.
Okay. So, stage 4. Blank, axe, axe, jewel. Second row, blank, blank, coat of arms, axe. Third row, blank, coat of arms, axe. Axe, blank, jewel, axe.
Okay. I only have 2 lives though.
I think this game only has 6 levels, though.
Something like that.
It's not very long.
It's not long. I mean, that's probably why they took away continues, but like...
Same length as Castlevania 1.
Oh,
Maybe.
you're in the German level! So what do you think of the game?
Really needs unlimited continues. Other than that, like, it's good. Don't think it beats Rondo, but...
Just love the music in this.
As Red mentioned earlier, doesn't beat Rondo's music.
I don't know.
It's still pretty good.
Also, I don't think I realized this until now, but the skeletons have stall helms. I know you probably don't know what those are.
Stall, like Stalfos.
Skeleton.
Like the German, World War I, World War II helmets.
Yeah, I was joking.
Oh.
Wow,
Stalfos
game
is
that
the
takes...
skeleton enemy in Zelda.
Wow, a level in Germany where in a game that takes place like around World War I times? Gee,
In a munitions factory?
they did
Why are they all
basic
dead?
research.
Something games still can fail to do because people are idiots.
Yeah. I haven't been noticing a whole lot of wall meat.
Maybe you're just bad.
This is probably my other favorite track from this game.
Got a really good remix in a portrait. Fuck.
So wait, how have you been getting back here then?
Passwords.
Looking up passwords.
Oh,
Playing it like it's an actual Castlevania game. Castlevania Bloodlines Encore. I mean, what?
What? That's not a subtitle of any game.
It's not.
I mean, really, you just need to add in unlimited continues and the game will be fine.
Yeah, I know.
It's like it.
Sonic... Or, fuck. Castlevania Bloodlines Air. Angel Air will be visited. What?
What? Asshole.
I'll also just say I think this looks better than the Super Nintendo 4.
I think it looks somewhat better. Depends on what asset and what part of it. But that also can be explained by the fact that it came out years after.
It's true.
They were definitely more used to working with 16-bit hardware by this point.
Also, how exactly are they supposed to make munitions here?
They have conveyor belts.
That's all you need.
I don't trust skeletons as workers.
Back to the basement room.
Yes. A ton.
Skeletons take a little while to disappear. Makes me feel like they're gonna get back up, but they're not blood skeletons. Fuck. Really? The moment I get it. Yeah. The ones where you just die if you go off screen.
It's not timed. Have you gotten up to the mini boss before for this?
Yeah, it was Frankenstein, right?
Frankenstein's monster.
I don't give a shit.
Well, damn.
Technically, he's called the creature in these games.
Technically, your mom's gay.
What do you mean, technically? I'm not sure how you're expected to avoid that attack. Why'd I do that?
Why did you do that?
I don't know, that's why I asked.
Well, who the fuck else would know?
I expect you to know everything.
You're gonna be very disappointed. These teams are not very well balanced.
Alright, Brank.
Swing and a miss. Look at that.
Guy's an asshole.
Yeah, but you also beat it basically without even trying.
You're an asshole.
Excuse me, there's instant kill?
Rip the red guy.
Uh, or, no, they just fucking hurt. Okay.
Idiot.
Uh,
This is what Germany looks like all the time.
man.
Or at least this is what Germany looked like before World War II ended.
What a shithole.
Doesn't it just look evil?
Yo, I wonder what Dracula thought of Hitler.
He's a nice guy.
Huh. Can't really avoid those guys.
Fucking Marasmus covering me and the entire server in piss.
Damn.
Marasmus pissed on my wife. And I said, that's disgusting.
Well, don't think I'm beating this level.
What makes you say that?
0 lives, 0 continues.
Of fucking course.
I'm gonna need that password again.
You're gonna have to give me a moment. Okay, I died. Blank axe gem. blank axe gem. Yeah, there we go. Blank coat of arms, and then axe. Blank coat of arms, axe. And then axe, blank, gem, axe.
I'm a save state.
Safe state this time. How you enjoying Germany?
Man,
Oktoberfest!
sucks here.
You're going to disappoint the Kaiser.
Man, these guys suck. We should kick their asses.
You know, you ask what Dracula's stance is on Hitler, but what's Hitler's stance on Dracula?
Mm.
I killed someone with a pumpkin bomb in the pre-round, and they immediately disconnected from the game.
Nice.
The fucking pre-round. Jeremiah Evans says, "Hi, YouTube didn't notify me for the live stream." Welcome.
Nice.
Make sure to hit that bell. No, okay.
Unless.
Unless.
Uh,
Or YouTube's just bad at giving people notifications.
well, I mean, yes.
Which it is.
I mean, that's not even a question. I don't like when I put those enemies near ledges.
Stop following me.
You know, playing this game, it still feels like I always felt it was weird that thinking of this game as, you know, coming out after Rondo, because like it feels more like an in-between of 4 and Rondo, and like that feeling is even greater now that I'm playing it.
Yeah, I don't know. Jeremiah Evans. I got a PS2 Slim. Now I'm looking to mod it with games. Any games. Any trustworthy site I can find ROMs with. That's illegal. You can't go looking for ROMs on the internet. That's piracy.
Yeah, it's
I mean, like, why would you ever go to Vim's Lair and the vault in the PS2 section looking for PS2 ROMs? That would be illegal.
Yeah, definitely.
We can't condone that kind of behavior.
Yeah, definitely don't go to Vim's Lair. Definitely don't search up their PS2 ROMs.
Yeah, God. Vim's Lair is like a really easy download for ROMs. It's a lot more trustworthy and less filled with ads and shit than other sites, and like, it makes piracy so easy. It's kind of despicable.
Yeah, someone should do something about that.
Like, definitely not going on there and downloading whatever games they want.
Yeah, certainly not that.
Other than that, Google's your best friend.
Asshole. Fucking deuce of heads interrupting the beginning like that.
This is how Red's YouTube channel was taken down, because he definitely didn't condone piracy.
Hey, we said not to do that.
Jeremiah, of course I would never do that, Vim's Lair. Can you put a link in the chat? No. It's definitely not spelled VIMM''S Lair. And searching it in Google definitely won't find you it really quickly. But we're also not going to post it in the chat.
Also, hey guys. I totally didn't get a lot of my ROMs from Vim's Lair.
ROMs, you ripped them yourself, right? Because doing it any other way would be illegal.
Well, I mean, isn't using Vim's Lair illegal?
Yeah, you didn't do that, right?
Yeah, you would never.
Okay, you got me. I got a lot. I got all my there. There, you happy now? Oh, come on, don't act like you don't do it.
Art is right next to the point, but it's the first point. And it's overtime. We're on defense. We're so close to winning. Yep, there we go.
Oh wait, you don't need to target his head. Huh.
Idiot.
Whatever. these fucking things. Okay.
Jeremiah Evans says, other than that, how's it going? It's been a while. I've been doing good.
Yep. And you know, burger.
That's a tough one.
Been alright. Working on a bunch of. Right now, I'm just finishing up the last bit of college work I have to do, and I'm also going to be doing some. I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch a lot soon.
Twitch.tv/your mom.
Yep, that's right. So go to there. Want to support Twitch?
I'm worried that that might actually be some, like, really shit, like, channel or something. Or maybe it's just a titty stream. Or it's just a shit poster who never uses it.
Guessing I can only hit the orb inside him. Yeah.
That's a mess of a boss right there.
Yeah? Oh my
It's
god.
like Vector Man.
Okay. I guess I can't get away from that.
No, you might want to actually also save state here, just...
I don't want to
I
like...
think right now Red's trying to basically treat it like any other classic venue.
Like, I don't want to like... cheat out, the actual designs. Just...
Jeremiah Evans says, interesting. I've been in some Discord servers in my free time. The good ones, creepy ones. I'm assuming the good ones and creepy ones are two separate things. Unless we're talking about the good kind of creepy, like, spooky, scary skeletons.
Okay, why weren't those hitting?
Two TF2 players just went and said, man, I should stop running into Cypress sight lines. Yeah, me too. And then a third player, whose username is Queen Elizabeth II, said, they will not learn from this. Can't believe Queen Elizabeth straight up was just like, they're not gonna learn.
Okay. Ah, almost caught it in there. Alright, on to stage 5.
France!
Apparently the delay is insane. Is the stream doing alright, guys?
I'm watching it through the Discord thing. Its bitrate's dropped a bit, but it's not, like, choppy.
Okay. Anyways,
Oh, the delay, that's just part of streaming, is delay between, like, our,
well,
you know.
he wouldn't notice that, I don't think.
No,
Or
like,
I guess...
he says something, and it takes that long for us to respond.
I suppose.
Like, that's just how streaming works. Unless it's something specifically different he's talking about.
Anyways, the game is, you know, it's a Castlevania game, so it's fairly challenging. It might be one of the harder ones that I've played, but it's not, like, super impossible. The only thing that would really... The only issue is, again, the lack of, unlimited continues. Oh, shit! And these are the, this is the blood skeleton that I use for my profile picture.
There's somebody who's just being a bitch baby about everything else going on our team. Someone on the other team.
Nice.
Complaining about Pyro being a bad class, said one of the players is an aimbot. Didn't take me poking fun at them being salty very well. Checked out the player who he called an aimbot and watched him completely miss a headshot that a bot would never miss.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, what an aimbot.
Maybe it's because you were just standing right there.
Jeremiah Evans says, should be better. YouTube gets how much money from Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, and life hacks. Really underwhelming that they can't decrease the text delay. There's no delay with the text, it's the stream. The video and the audio. And the thing about that is you can't really make it show up much faster without the video and audio quality going down the shitter.
Yeah.
So, there's a reason that there's a delay. There's not much that can be done about that.
Wow, it took a while for axe armors to appear, and they're kind of bitches.
Actually, part of why I'm watching it on Discord is because there's a lot less delay there, so
Yeah.
I can commentate on things as it's happening. But,
What?
yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll just leave. Oh boy. Looks like an Eric path up there. I was holding right. Why you do this to me? That dude's throwing skeletons at me. Oh, he gave me meat. What? Okay.
That TF2 player is on the losing team. He just sucks. It also sucks to start calling people aimbots when TF2's having an actual serious bot problem.
Yeah.
Don't be the boy who cried wolf.
Hey bro, can you give me some meat? Oh. He killed himself.
Brandcliffe says, being called a cheater when you're actually just playing well is the ultimate gamer backhanded compliment. Yeah. The guy who's whining just said, where's a boomer when you need them? I just got sniped by Queen Elizabeth II.
Hey, wait a second. Hey, alright, does this look familiar?
Oh, wow. They brought that enemy back for, Chronicles. Or was in Chronicles before this?
Well, in the sharp version.
That's more of what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was before this. Oh god. What the hell is that? A knight on wheels? Oh god. He's got a gun.
think Professor Oak would have something to say about this.
And what would that be?
I think it's about me with the cheater?
You-
Or the guy
you
accusing for
are
the cheater, I mean? I'm not sure, though.
Oh, you
I
were
don't know what Professor Oak reference is being made here.
What does it say? I might know.
Also, he just mentioned Professor Oak. He didn't, like, mention a quote or something.
Oh, I thought he mentioned a quote.
No.
Uh,
He just brought up Professor Oak in response to something, so I'm not sure what it was in response to.
Oh, maybe it's this night guy, his, you know, the bike quote or whatever.
Me randomly checking in between fucking TF2 chats, not paying attention to it all the way. And someone going, wait, what? Italy doesn't like gays?
well, I'm offended.
Man, TF2 chats are wild.
I thought that was a range job.
Oh,
They still have range job, Red.
I don't understand this mini boss.
Boomer is just a stereotype. You're just bad. I would say you're a noob compared to everyone else, but I don't want to disrespect people who take criticism and try to adapt the best they can. Damn. It's hard to get good when you're too busy whining.
I really need to figure out how I'm supposed to hurt this boss. Because, I don't get it. Destroying the projectiles hurts it. Oh, wait. Or, no. What? Do I hit the pillar, or do I break projectiles on the front of the pillar? I don't... This is a weird mini-boss.
Do the projectiles blow up on them?
I think that's...
You're dealing damage to it, then.
Or no, I just think I think I just hit the pillar when it's there.
Overcomplicated, just hit the pillar.
Yeah, I don't...
You could use the boomerang to get rid of the projectiles, then.
Yeah. The issue there is, like, when it darkens the pillar.
Conveyance.
Can't... Yeah. That was weird. Like, you think you have
That
to hit
other
the
pillar,
heads.
though, totally innocent.
Okay, I'm just going into the next boss, huh? Oh. Don't think I have any continues left, so last chance.
Got this, Red.
What's that dead thing in the background? Did I kill that?
What would you like to see in a hypothetical 7th 3D classic game? What game would get a 3D remake / remaster? I feel like those are two different things. It's worth noting there's actually more than the 6 classic Vanias. There's just the 6 people talk about. There's a good amount of them. Which is also why Red's not done with his marathon.
Yep, there's like 4 more games. At least that I'm playing.
Yeah, and then there's still like Vampire Killer, Haunted Castle, Chronicles. You know, other games like Dracula X. So there's a good amount of them. But from a 3D classic game, I think there's a lot that could be done with the classic style formula in 3D.
The Dark Souls.
Well, yeah, but it would be intrinsically different with the emphasis on whip and sub-weapons, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's, you know, the 64 games, but, I mean, they're not, like, amazing or anything. They're a lot better than people made them out to be, but... Man, I got through this level on the skin of my teeth. Yeah, I don't know. I think, unless they want to try something like 64 again, I think they should just keep Castlevania 2D. Or I guess unless they do have like good ideas for it, but like
I'm not opposed to 3D Castlevania. I think there's good
like,
ideas for that, but I also just want Castlevania to be alive.
Well, I think what they need to do is actually have Castlevania back in a stable state where you have the classic style ones and then the Igavania style ones.
Yeah.
And at that point, then experiment all you want.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That sounds good to me. Yeah.
Give people what they want, and once Castlevania's stables, feel free to go a little more wild.
Yeah.
I never played the 3D action Castlevania games, but
Oh, the like Igavania, the adventure Metroidvania-esque ones?
no, was there like a hack and was it a character action game? I see, that's how little I know about it.
Oh, are you talking about the Game Boy games?
But
No,
No,
they were like
PS
all
Because
3D.
Castlevania The Adventure is a game.
well, I think he's talking about the PS2 games.
Oh.
Were they on PS2 or were they on PS3? Wait.
PS2.
Okay. There's the PS2 games, which were similar to DMC style games.
That's what I'm thinking.
And then
Yeah.
there was the Lords of Shadow ones, which were more God of War-ish.
There's also the 64 Castlevania, which is...
They're
Well,
different.
isn't God of War a spectacle? Oh, I don't know.
Well,
Wait.
I mean,
kind of.
Okay,
they're,
so
they're
one of
like,
them's more like DMC, and one of them's more like a beat 'em up. Is that what you're trying
Honestly,
to say?
it's more like a divide of Western versus Eastern design philosophies on the same ideas, if you ask me.
yeah.
Okay, so one of them's more like a character action game, one of them's more like a beat 'em up. Okay. I only knew about the character action ones because obviously I'm really into that. Although I am into beat 'em
Lords
ups
of
as well,
Shadow
just not
is
as
a
much.
3-game reboot.
So, anyway, what I was trying to say was, with those games, I think that's actually a really cool direction to take Castlevania in. So I hope they're good because I definitely will play them at some point. And I don't see why that couldn't still exist. Especially if they were, making more traditional games at the same time and kind of had like this skewed system.
Something I will say...
Actually, wait. Hold the thought.
Oh, go ahead.
I need the password for the final stage.
Oh, wait, 5 or 6?
6.
Okay. Blank axe, blank axe. Blank, and then the why am I blanking on what that thing's called? Yeah. And then again, and then the axe. And then the next row, blank, gem, coat of arms, axe. And then the final row is axe, blank, blank, axe.
Okay.
Also, isn't Castlevania really like traditional Castlevania is alive, though? It's just
Is
under
what?
a different brand. Because there's two classic games and a Igavania, right?
Are you talking about Bloodstained?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bloodstained drops the continuity, and it's got some subtle differences, but there are elements of Bloodstained that are a bit disappointing to me. But I also rather like what it represents in the fact that it exists. I just want them to do more and better with Bloodstained.
I mean, I know Mighty Number 9 isn't like a great example.
Oh, no, it's better off than that.
But it's kind of the same idea, which was a good idea on paper, which was to take a dormant idea, change the it's a different continuity, but it's very much tapping into that same appeal. So now the only thing I could hope is that if Konami ever decided to enter formal video game development again, which they won't, but if they did, then I can only hope that a Castlevania comeback would be as good as Mega Man 11. Because they can't just come back with a mediocre game, because then everyone will just play Bloodstained. And you could have some healthy competition of Bloodstained versus Castlevania, but that's not very likely.
Well, yeah, no, I don't want just worse Bloodstained coming from Castlevania.
Yeah, I feel like that's what you would get, though, if Castlevania came back.
Well,
based on the circumstances.
When I ask for Castlevania to come back, I'm already going on the assumption that that's not very realistic and this is just a wish list. Like, I obviously mean when I want it back, that I want it back good.
I mean, think about what Freedom Planet meant to a lot of Sonic fans in a pre-Mania world as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, we'll give you the things you like, but it's still a fresh franchise with fresh ideas.
Yeah, no, I absolutely want more from the Bloodstained franchise.
Yeah. I think Castlevania, in quotes, is fine. I think it's in good health right now.
Why is
it's
the screen
just
upside down?
The franchise itself isn't, but the idea is alive and well, if that makes sense. And that's an important thing. That's big. Some franchises can't even get that. So,
something I was going to mention...
I also say the same thing about F-Zero. I'm like, oh, I want more F-Zero. I'm like, well, have you played Fast Racing RMX or Fast Racing Neo? No. Well, it's not exactly the same, but it might give you what you're looking for.
Yeah. Biggest thing that's missing is the personality element, but yes. Fast Racing Neo is a great game.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
Or Fast RMX, just is the newer version, but whatever.
I still need to play RMX, actually. I played all of Neo, and I really liked it.
That game at mostly 1080p, locked 60 on Switch, with more tracks.
That sounds great. I will get it, for sure, at some point.
I got it.
I played Neo a lot on my Wii U,
Switch.
actually.
It was a worthwhile purchase.
Oh, good. So many games to play.
Something I wanted to note with the Castlevania thing. My biggest objection to Castlevania being straight up like DMC-like in its design is that I feel like part of the tone of Castlevania, and something I actually think the Igavanias could do better with, is this harshness and punishing deadly nature of the atmosphere and game tone.
DMC is.
It's different because your action.
Well, okay. All right.
Castlevania is more
DMC,
aligned to
though.
Dark Souls than it is DMC in its combat philosophy, where you have slower, more rigid attack options, where you're thinking a lot more about their specific spacing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
middle
tone. You're talking about gameplay. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
The flashy action and over-the-top nature, I think, isn't necessarily awful for Castlevania, but I think that I would much rather something that approaches a design philosophy more comparable to Dark Souls with the slower, methodical, deadly
Gotcha. Okay.
approach, you know?
And that makes sense. Yes, I understand that being more of a natural fit. I definitely understand that. Yeah, I can definitely. I'm closing my eyes and I can kind of see a more Dark Souls-like gameplay loop, or like feeling more natural, and I see that. Even in terms of exploration, the Souls-like kind of
Souls is a lot
experience
like
would
Castlevania philosophy.
help a lot with. Right, like I think that would work better than say like DMC level design as well.
I also want the Igavanias to have healthier difficulty designs and some of the more punishing elements of the classic games. But that's another discussion.
And that's something Metroid Dread actually does really well, by the way.
Yeah.
And Samus Returns to an extent.
Yeah.
But Dread especially. I know Hollow Knight's pretty tough.
Jeremiah Evans asks, how many Castlevania games have you beaten?
Quite a few now, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, Rondo. What the hell is that?
Dracula X Chronicles.
Dracula X Chronicles. Dracula X Chronicles. Right.
And then Igavania's pretty sure.
Yeah, all the Igavanias. Well, with the exception of Mirror Fate.
There's 7 Igavanias besides that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
those plus those 7.
If you also want to count the Bloodstained games, then Ritual of the Night and Curse of the Moon 1.
I am working through the Igavanias and the Classic Vanias. I've beaten Castlevania 1, 2, and 4 as far as the classic games go. Working on the other ones. I have beaten Symphony of the Night and the 3 GBA games as well. The other Castlevania games I'm working on.
As for me, I have the shortest list by far. I played a long time ago 1, 2, 3, Super, Bloodlines, and Rondo. That's it. Yep. Very recently, I did a revisit of Castlevania 1 with my friends here, which was fun. But the other ones, yeah, it's been a long time. So, I actually think they all deserve a revisit before I try some of the games I haven't played, which I think the next one that I will play that I've never touched will be Symphony. I think that's definitely where I want to go next. Would be Symphony of the Night.
Symphony.
Yeah.
It has
I hope I do
a
too.
few issues, but it is a great game.
I hope it can live up to my expectations, because I've heard for like over 10 years of my life, like just how like god tier it is. I'm not gonna hold it to that standard, but I do expect it to be pretty
It
darn
is
good.
somewhat overpraised, but something I'll say is it has some of the best world design I've ever seen in a Metroidvania. That, I think, is very, very good.
Okay.
I had an incredible... my first time playing through Symphony, I had an incredible gameplay loop with it, where I was constantly feeling lost, like I don't know where I am or where I'm going, but every direction I kept going was progression, and finding new areas, new things to do. Not lost, like I don't know where to go, and I'm not progressing, just constantly progressing, and you have no idea where you are or what's next, you know? It's a
Gotcha.
really
That's
interesting
kind of like that's kind of how I felt playing through Dread, which I
Symphony
really
Night
enjoyed.
was really, really interesting from a world design standpoint. Although I won't say the second castle is nearly so interesting. The second castle was somewhat worth it.
Crazy thing is, I would consider myself a huge fan of the Metroidvania formula, but I've rarely played a Metroidvania that wasn't just straight up a Metroid game.
Yeah.
So there's a lot I get to tackle.
I
The only
considered
let's
myself
see, I
for
played
years a fan
Guacamelee
of
1.
Castlevania, the classic games, and the Metroid series. And like, I haven't played Symphony of the Night. What the hell?
Yeah, I played Guacamelee 1. I have yet to get to play 2. I played. Is that it? Is that the only Metroidvania I've played?
I mean, I count the Zelda games personally, but I know that's controversial.
I don't think I would. Not because they couldn't count. I don't think of them that way. But I can see the point. That's just it helps me to kind of think of that separately.
No, I understand. And usually when people ask that, they would raise an eyebrow on bringing that up as an example.
True. Yeah. No, but I understand where you're coming from for sure. Like I don't even raise my eyebrow at that. I just, I think that's really it actually. So yeah, there's so many on my list. Like Hollow Knight was a big one to get to, of course. Symphony of the Night to break into the Castlevania stuff. Ori, I have both.
The Ori games.
I literally own Ori, and I just, I literally own it. I just haven't played it.
Well, you know, as I've mentioned before, you know, Hollow Knight is my favorite Igavania. Ori and the Will of the Wisp is my second favorite. Metroidvania, whatever.
Iga made Hollow Knight?
No. Anyway. Second favorite. It's my favorite Metroidvania. Ori and the Will of the Wisp is my second favorite. So.
Okay. Awesome.
Hollow Knight's
I also
my
own,
second
speaking
to
of,
Super Metroid.
nice. Speaking of Metroidvanias I also own Mega Man ZX and ZX Advent, you know, the collection. But I want to play the rest of the Zero series before I play those. So I think it's cool that there are 2 Mega Man games that are that open. I'm curious to see how that works. I hear the results are kind of mixed, but I'm definitely interested. Oh my god, I completely forgot about a certain franchise I really love that is a Metroidvania. Shantae.
Oh yeah.
How could I forget? No, I've beaten Shantae 1 twice. I beat Risky's Revenge twice. Yeah. So that's the first 3. Yeah, so I beat Shantae GBA and Risky's or GBC and Risky's Revenge twice, both times, both 100%. And I played Shantae and the Pirate's Curse probably 4 times, all 100%. Maybe 5. I played that game a lot. No regrets. So
something else.
I mean, and they're relatively easy Metroidvanias. They're pretty, you know, they're not super cryptic, but I mean, you're still using like the same skills and the same language, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Half Genie Hero would be the next one. Although I hear that one is not a Metroidvania, or
it's not.
At least
it's like a Mega.
It's not. Okay.
It's level-based platforming.
That's gonna be interesting. And 7 Sirens, I think, is a Metroidvania. Okay.
It's a return form for the series.
Okay.
I have no idea what people think of it. I just know that it's, you know.
So, yeah, I guess that's another Mega Man game I guess to play, but and I still need to revisit Mighty Number 9. I swear it wasn't that bad.
I believe they treat getting the transformations like getting new boss weapons in Mega Man.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I can see that working, right?
I love Pirate's Curse, Jeremiah. 7 Sirens, I have no idea. I have to play through a lot of that series.
Oh, Pirate's Curse is so good.
That game is fantastic.
So
also, anybody who considers
Risky's
themselves
Revenge
interested in gaming from a historical standpoint owes it to themselves to play. What's it called? Cave Story at least once.
Oh, you're gonna hate me for this. This is probably one of the biggest crimes I've ever done. I have never played Cave Story.
I'm still of the opinion that Cave Story is just good. It's a good game. I like it. Not like the best game I've ever played, but you know.
You know what though, Horain? I know everything about Cave Story.
But
Like,
it's such a historically important
I just
game,
haven't played it. I gotta play it. Oh,
and it is a Metroidvania.
yes. Yes.
So, yeah.
Completely unrelated, but Street Fighter 6, the more and more I see of that game, the more I'm interested in picking it up sometime when it comes out.
Yeah, I haven't been paying any attention to it.
Well, I do like fighting games, despite not playing them a whole lot, besides Smash.
Yeah, you
And,
mentioned
Yeah, but I played a good bit of Street Fighter 4, and I was actually really hyped for Street Fighter 5, but it launched so incomplete, and I just wasn't very happy with it, so I completely skipped it. And even though I know it's better,
kind of sucked.
yeah, and I know the game as a whole is better now, but I was just like no. But Street Fighter 6, it looks like they've learned their lesson. I'm not like ready to pre-order anything, but
I
like,
have no idea why the boss cards look like booster packs, Jeremiah.
if Street Fighter 6 releases and it's a complete experience, even if they add stuff later, that's fine. But if it's like a relatively complete experience, and I hear good things from the community about it, I will jump on it, because I've been looking for like a new game, I guess like Smash, but that I haven't played before, where I can just like keep coming back and getting better at it, some kind of competitive fighting game like that. So my eyes are on Street Fighter 6 to be that for me. And I have a PC that could just absolutely run it, so I'm curious. I'm definitely curious about that one.
Yeah.
Also waiting for new
To
Star
start
Fox
over
game.
from the beginning, when you game over in this game with no continues, yes, you do.
Which is stupid. Which is why I'm probably going to make a save state here, because I'm pretty sure this is the final boss.
Looks like it with the staircase and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the final boss.
I'll have you know, right? I've been playing the same TF2 map, grinding out contracts the whole time since you started this game.
Nice. They only give you the axe for these two parts.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Stream might be over in a little bit, who knows?
Yeah.
The candles respawn, but there's no time limit. Interesting.
Yeah. It's not too bad, although I do miss the way Rondo handled it, where they gave you just plenty of hearts that you needed, even though they didn't respawn. Just gonna get up to 30 and then that'll be it. Okay. The normal Castlevania would give you, permanent checkpoint there, so don't feel bad about save state.
Medusa.
Apparently, Bartley is Medusa.
Is that Mandusa? Or is that tits? I can't tell if those are tits or really big pecs.
I think they're tits. I mean, it was a woman who turned into this, so.
It's weird. Just got killed by a scout with a pen. The TF2 update is not real. All they did is make a Halloween update with cosmetics. I do appreciate at least that they've added a couple of maps in the past few years for holidays, but that's it. And it's not that they made those maps, those are community, but it's new maps. You know, that's nothing to sneeze at. I'm not gonna complain about that.
Okay, I see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, this is
You know, you could use the up and attack thing.
how would
Or
that
up and
help
lift
there?
thing. It does a lot of the axes going forward with that weapon.
Oh, you meant that. Okay.
Yeah, like the item crash.
At first I thought you meant this.
No. I'm talking about throwing a fuck ton of axes in your face.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you've been using that this playthrough, but
Occasionally, not as much as I probably should.
they're cheaper than item crashes too. I have been going between really good at sniper to, wow, I'm missing every fucking shot in this stream.
Nice.
Like, I'm in that phase right now where I can't hit anyone. I used to be top scoring a sniper a few rounds ago. Now I'm just awful.
That's why it was a lot simpler than I first thought. It's really confusing with those like spinning orb things. First I thought,
I'm guessing.
yeah, but you have to hit her that many times to cancel the attack that they
I see.
summon when they get to the center.
Makes sense. Weird, but makes sense.
It's like by the time, like I was waiting for them to get in far enough to, you know, be able to duck under them. By the time I hit her, they had reached the center, thus doing the attack. So I thought that was just a reaction to hitting her. Oh. I guess that wasn't quite the end.
My favorite rival of all time is Decade 1... DDD, I'm sorry. One reason is cause the English anime voice actor, what's yours? The voice actor for the anime is amazing. You know that DDD in Kirby Right Back At You is designed to be a parody of George W. Bush?
Yeah.
Fun fact. So is the President in Sonic X, and those both aired at the same time, which I find funny, on the same channel.
Alright, Dracula. Damn.
Acula.
This is an interesting design he has in this game. I kinda like it.
I like it more than some others.
And turns into like a wizard. You know, he doesn't have a lot of health in his phases. And then there's this.
Whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah. I get like Simon's theme for just this part right before him.
I'm not Simon Belmont.
Not even a Belmont.
Except kind of are.
It's complicated. It's a pretty good version of Simon's theme, although I think 4's is still better. Especially for the intro.
I rather like Simon's theme in 4.
Like most remixes of Simon's theme doesn't... Like, they changed the intro to be a lot shorter, and it's not nearly as good.
The intro was a huge part of the dramatic build-up of it.
Yeah. Alright. It Drax ass.
Kick ass Drac. Oh my god, it's Assula. Jeremiah Evans says, you killed that woman and looted her body like it was Fortnite. This guy is cracked.
Mm-hmm.
Red, what's your opinion on Fortnite?
Kind of a... I don't know. I have no joke for that.
Not even good enough to be silverware, it's flatware.
Honestly, is this like the strangest Dracula form here? Because it might be.
What's with the dick mouth, though?
That's, you know, what makes it probably, you know, the strangest. Oh, wait. shoot fire out of your dick?
All the time. Oh wait, you're talking about him.
Hold on. Oh my god, his flesh is coming off. And there we go. That might have been one of the easiest Dracula fights.
His iframes on the teleport is crazy. That pelvis mouth made it look intimidating to ridiculous first try.
And the castle collapsed. The resurrection of Dracula has been averted.
Kinda.
And that's it. That's the ending. There's more added onto it if you play on, like, hard or something, but I didn't have the ability to select hard.
Are you only able to select hard after you leave the game in a game where you can't save?
Maybe.
It's Castlevania 1.
Oh, don't tell
I
me
hope they at
that.
least have passwords.
Don't tell me that, like, you can only play hard mode after beating the game once. That would be stupid.
Oh wait, no, there are hard mode passwords. I do
Okay.
remember that.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a level 1 password for hard mode, but that would suck if there's not. Maybe there's a cheat code to activate it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to beat it in hard mode.
You didn't with games like Castlevania 1.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on it?
It was good. Not as good as Rondo. But,
It seems short.
yeah.
Well designed, just, you know. What is that? The whole game?
Like, I think in theory I like it more than 4. And maybe I just do overall, it's just...
What about 3?
Probably?
I think Eric Lucard is an important part of measuring that too.
Yeah. It's like, you know, in terms of mechanics and such, you know, it's pretty solid. I mean, I prefer Rondo in, like, pretty much all cases there, other than, you know, this having its own sub-weapon button, which thank you. But, you know, it's pretty short. It has the stupid issue with the no continues, or no infinite continues. Which, if, you know, you take this game on original hardware, that, I think, absolutely would be a deal breaker for me. Also, now that I'm looking at that was Simon,
It at least
and who was
has
Dexter?
passwords though.
Yeah, but
So you could use those passwords to grind out the game despite its limited continues at least.
yeah. But, you know, you shouldn't have to use passwords to do
No,
something
I-
that the
you shouldn't.
previous games
It's
let
just
you do
better than
normally.
some limited continues games with that.
Yeah. But I think, like, what this game needs aside, the obvious thing is just more of it. It's a bit short for especially a
Castlevania 1 felt more comfortable, I feel like, just looking in its short length.
Yeah.
This game feels like it's trying to build up to something bigger and never gets all the way.
Yeah, this game has some really good variety and level themes and such. I don't know. It just could use a bit more meat on its bones, I guess. I don't necessarily need it to have alternate paths and such, but I wouldn't be opposed to it either. Anyways, right there, this screen right here. That looks like Simon, and who's that next to him? Because the first thing that comes to mind is Sypha, but that wouldn't make sense, right? Who was that? Yeah, I guess I'll come to a more definitive conclusion when I play as Eric, because Eric is one of the main reasons why I was more interested in this game. Because, he's a different playstyle, but not like Maria, where she's, a glass cannon sort of thing.
It's a bona fide different playstyle, but hopefully better polished than 3's.
Yeah, because, so far, the alternate playstyles in Castlevania haven't been the ones in 3 feel a lot better as, support characters for, Trevor, rather than I would want to play the whole game as just them,
Yeah, I get that.
Maria, is a fun, you kill everything, but you also die pretty fast sort of mode. But Eric looks like just another character. A different take on your typical character. So I am pretty interested in trying him out. Not even Curse of the Moon. That did it better than 3.
I think there's a lot of characters there that I would actually like to try to play solo, but the game's level design isn't built around that.
Well, I think Zangetsu and Miriam both, I think, can work solo. Alfred, I don't know.
I think Alfred could. It's just you have to be careful about some of the ways you play it.
The low health and the shit melee attack, you could probably,
yeah,
you can't...
but that has to do with managing your sub-weapons and
I know,
using the melee when it's actually a good choice.
I know, obviously you can do it, it's just... I don't know if I'd want to.
Think of it this way, right? Your sub-weapons are really powerful, so you would want to save them for the fights where you need them. So if there's a bat, yeah, sure, it'd be easier to use your sub-weapons, but maybe you want to consider hitting them with the melee so you can save your weapon points,
Yeah.
There's potential there.
Yeah,
and also, Jeeble is just better, Alucard.
Yeah, Jeeble probably mostly fine, but, not being able to attack down, kind of annoying.
That's the one thing. Not being able to attack an enemy on the ground is a hurdle to get over playing as a character on your own.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm interested in Eric. I'll play him on my own time. Sorry, I'm not streaming him. I don't want to, I only wanted these games to be one stream thing. So. But yeah. And with that, that comes to an end to the main console Castlevania.
Once people give a shit about
it. There are still 4 more games that I'm gonna stream. And starting with the handheld. Well, it's gonna be the handhelds and then, the remake of the first handheld. So yeah, next week, Castlevania The Adventure. The first Game Boy game. That one, I'm not expecting to have a good time with. From everything I've seen and heard of the game, it looks like ass. like, easily gonna be the worst Classicvania.
It's the most fun.
Like, the only
You don't know.
honestly, like, you know, I mean, yeah, I know I haven't played it, so who knows, but, I think, just from looking at it, I don't think I'll like it more than any of the others. The only question is Castlevania 2, but, we'll see. So, yeah, guess that's it. Happy Halloween, everyone, and, see you next week.
See you, dudes.